All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they giving a back-to-back update on how things they be, on how things they share for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also remember to like and share this news also. Wonderful people, you don't boss for these northern people here though. Yes, they don't they fight among themselves. You know, say one thing they mean, they pride themselves on be say and then they always they in unity. And at this particular point, you don't scatter for their head as things don't actually shell for their eyes. As northern Nigeria don't they bust around the Arewa youth as they clash over northern elders. Clash with northern elders rather concerning Tinubu in the coming 2027. My people, you don't see as they be, you don't see as they hot on top these people head. Yes, the seed of discord now they sow on top their head, and my people, trust me, it go always walk. It go always one way or another walk, and that is the truth of the matter. We are not here for jokes. We are only here for the truth, and the truth shall always set us free. Okay, my wonderful people, you don't bust for their head. You know, say this set of people, they greedy. Now greediness, they rule every single one of them. And they will never, as usual, they will never be contented with what they have. They will never be set up with what they have. What they always want is something that will benefit them only, and I believe that is the issue they are having against themselves or between themselves. We know that these northern leaders, they like to encroach, they like to be in power, they like to anything that looks like them being in power throughout is something that they would love to do, and that is how they've been able to make sure that Nigeria has been under their palms. They've united, they've been in unity in that particular one to make sure that Nigeria is a place where they are always in charge. And that is the truth of the matter. Nigeria is now a place where they are sure that one way or another they would always be in charge. They would always be in a position of now we actually they in charge of anything where they happen for here. That is where they've put themselves. Then don't go put themselves. And at this point, you feel understand saying now waiting go they happen back to back with them. And we ourselves, the Biafrans, we dey gidigba for ground, we get our aim and objective, and which we cannot exchange for anything. Now we know wetin we dey see and how we dey see, and we will always succeed one way or another. We are not trading our success for anything. We are not giving up on anything we've put our heads or our hands into. We are going to succeed whether by crook or by hook. We are going to be a successful team, and that is the truth of the matter. We are going to be successful, and we are going to do well no matter what. And these people trying to sow a seed of discord in us or whatever it is, you see that it is backfiring on them, because once again Chukwu Okike is with us, and Chukwu Okike is working with every single thing, with whatever it is we have told him. And of course, with God on our side, nobody can be against us. You can decide, you can try, you cannot deny say you go fit try today against us, but no go work. You know get anything where you want to do, we go work. We will always be successful. We will always end up being more successful than you think. And that is the truth of the matter. That is one thing we need to actually have in mind. Being successful in everything we want to do. Being successful in what we need to do. The most important thing is that we continue going hard on whatever it is we need to do. We need to keep on doing the needful. We need to keep on doing what is expected of us. We need to keep on pursuing our goals, making sure that we get to the extent where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, because that is our main goal, that is our main focus. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs to be released, and then Ohamadike Ndibo that we need, and then our declaration of the Biafra freedom, Biafra referendum, the declaration of Biafra that will take place in December will be one that will blow people's minds, and they will be surprised that we got to the extent that we are. That is the truth of the matter. We are going to make people shocked that we actually achieved what they thought we would not be able to achieve. And that is one thing I am sure of. The achieving of everything they did not think would be able to achieve is one thing that we would always end up doing. That is one thing we should always have in mind, my people, concerning the situation of things or how things are at the moment. We will surely succeed. This set of people that think that doing some kind of things would be the end of us. omo, they don't get to understand say we know they misbehave, we know they joke around. The only thing that is important is our movement. So my people, be ready, because you do not know what would be happening soon. Okay, on that note, where Obasanjo himself just came out and made some kind of comments, my people. Yes, he just came out and made some kind of comments concerning the civil war. My people, it doesn't really concern us. This particular ex-president, we know during his time, of course, when he ruled in the military time and came back again and ruled again the second time, he had enough time to do whatever I don't know whatever he's saying. But then, of course, the most important thing for us to have in our minds on is that we ourselves as Biafrans must do the needful. Okay, my people, he's talking about the Biafra war. Let us see what he has said. He says here, Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, recently spoke at the conference on youth leadership titled Opportunities for Peace, Roles of the Youths in Conflict Prevention in Africa. He called on youths to be advocates of conversation over violence, highlighting the critical role that youths play in promoting peace. My people, I made this thing recently. I say we cannot go down if we are not, if you've not done the needful. Peace is not even an option right now. If people have decided not to give us what we want, if you've decided not to give us a Nnamdi Kanu, have decided not to give us our Biafra freedom, our Biafra referendum, peace is not an option. And so whatever you say now in a conference might be true and will be moved by gullible people that do not know what the true movement for the Biafra army or the true movement for the Biafra is. They are the ones that might look into it. But the true people know the reason why we've been fighting this hard and we've been fighting for this long. And that is those are the people that will not give up, or that will not be moved by these gullible speeches that he's making at this particular point. He said, according to Obasanjo's article, he said that the country has shown resiliency during the civil war by returning to the round table for settlement in spite of severe conflict. He exhorted the youths of today to adopt this mindset and convince those who lean violently to think twice. Additionally, he emphasizes the significance of fostering a culture of peace and empathy in the next generation. In Obasanjo's words, during the Civil War, we killed ourselves mercilessly and destroyed our best facilities, but we still came back to the round table to get the challenge resolved. Youth must develop the culture of peace, the culture of humanness, the culture of living the way God wants us to live. Okay, so now this is what he is advising them to do. But then to do what is needful, we Biafrans have always been people of peace. We have always wanted peace in our lives. Every single thing about us has always been about peace. We are not people of war. We do not want war. We have never ever wanted war. But then it is the situation people put us into that make us want to lean to war. Yeah, of course, that is the situation. We are not people of war. I don't know if he's trying to say that the war and everything that is happening now is how. No. The youths of nowadays, the Biafrans of nowadays, are leaning into war because that is what they have pushed us into. Because that is the situation they have pushed us into. We did not just wake up one day and decide to wake up and push ourselves into war. The reason why the Nigerian army and the Biafra Liberation Army, the BLA, are clashing 24/7 is because of the fact that they have refused to do the needful. They have refused to release our leader, Ohamadike, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, that is why we are leaning into war. They have refused also to give us what we've been asking for the longest of times after the civil war. I believe you me, if they have given us what they want instead of leaning into the civil war, my people, I do not think we would have been here by now. I believe everywhere we would have been on their own. They would have been on their own. And we would be where we are because, of course, there is no need for any war and we would be happy with our state. And by now, I believe you me, the kind of progress we would have made would not be one to even be trifled with. But of course, na so it dey be, na so it dey hot. Once you come for these conferences, they will just make it look like everything that is happening now is our fault, because violence is not the answer. Aneku, aneku, aneku. None of this is going to make the real Biafrans turn away from what is needful. The people that cannot be turned, cannot be swayed by these gullible talks, they know the real fight, and they are not going to give us. And so on that particular note, nothing of such can make us give up on our fight or stop doing whatever it is we've been doing ever since. And so because of that, we'll keep on fighting and doing the needful no matter what. So yes, my people, this is where we've come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.